experience ourselves, so I thought it'd be cool to read out some facts about the human body. Well, I just thought it'd be interesting. I've just been reading them and I find these interesting. So this is going to be similar to the Strange Laws video. It's just going to be me reading out some random facts. And also, this could get a little awkward because, okay, whenever I mention S-E-X, I'll substitute it for shenanigans. I'll do Miranda shenanigans. It sounds nicer. So I'm terribly sorry about that. But I just really, I know it's annoying, but I just don't like saying it. You can't force me. So I'll start. Alright, first, did you know the brain doesn't feel pain? Even though the brain processes pain signals, it doesn't itself feel pain. The brain has huge oxygen needs and requires 20% of the oxygen and calories your body needs, even though the brain only makes up 2% of the total body weight. So 2% of the weight, 20% of the oxygen and calories. I should mention that the facts I've got here are in sections, and the first one is on the brain. 80% of the brain is water, so it's not completely solid. The brain is 80% water, which is why it's important to stay properly hydrated. Your brain comes out at night to play. You might think that your brain is more active during the day when the rest of your body is, but it's not, and studies have shown that the brain is more active when asleep. The brain operates on 10 watts of power. The amazing combination, I can't even pronounce that word, I'm sorry. The amazing power of your brain only requires about 10 watts of power to operate. A higher IQ equals more dreams. The smarter you are, the more you dream. A higher IQ can also fight mental illness. Some people believe that they are smarter in their dreams than when they are awake. So, if you have a lot of dreams, I mean just smart. My friend, she's lovely, but she is a tad weird. She used to sleep with her biology notes under her pillow, and she used to make recordings of her reading her biology notes, and then she used to play it while she slept, and she said it worked. I don't know whether it did, but it's a pretty cool thing, I thought. Your teenage years do more than just change how you feel. The structure of the brain changes during teenage years, and it even affects impulsive, risky behavior. The brain can store everything. The brain has the capacity to store everything you experience, see, read, or hear. However, the issue is recall, whether you can recall the information. So, it's in there somewhere, it's just a matter of finding it. Information in your brain travels at different speeds. The neurons in your brain are built differently, and information travels along them at different speeds. This is why sometimes you can recall information instantly, and sometimes it takes a little bit longer. Okay, the next set is on the senses. Your smell is unique. So if you've ever smelled something and thought, oh, that smells like so-and-so, then that's true. Your body odour is unique to you unless you have an identical twin. Even babies recognise the individual scents of their mothers. Humans use echolocation. Humans can use sound certain situations, you can really lift a car. Yeah, and I've read about like women whose children are about to get run over, like being like Edward pushing the truck away from Bella. So yeah, really works. That's the fight or flight situation that I had to revise my exams. Women smell better than men. That's a fact. Women are better than men at identifying smells. Your nose remembers 50,000 scents. It is possible for your nose to identify and remember more than 50,000 smells. Your hearing decreases when you overheat. When you overeat, not overheat. That's ridiculous. When you overeat. When you eat too much food, it actually reduces your ability to hear. So consider eating healthily and only until you are full. Your sense of time is in your head. How you experience time is all about your perception. Some speculate that stress can help you experience time dilation. Apparently, time manipulation isn't just for superheroes. Sorry that wasn't me. There are some puns on here. Okay, this is going to be awkward. The next section is about reproduction. Did you know your teeth are growing before birth? Even though it takes months after you are born to see teeth, they start growing about 6 months before you are born. On a pound-for-pound basis, that is, babies are stronger than oxen. For their size, babies are quite powerful and strong. It says here oxen, O-X-E-N. I don't know if that's a typo, but I don't even know what that is. No idea. Okay, babies always have blue eyes when they are born. Melanin and exposure to ultraviolet light are needed to bring out the true colour of baby's eyes. Until then, all eyes are blue. Women may be intrinsically bi. There are studies that indicate that women may be bi intrinsically no matter how they class themselves, while men are usually either gay or straight. Even though the headache excuse is often used to avoid sex, the truth is that shenanigans can provide pain relief and can also reduce stress. In some studies, women claim that they would rather have chocolate than shenanigans. But does it really? Oh no, I'm not reading that. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm such a douchebag. Okay, I'm sorry. Focus. Body functions. I'm sorry, I don't know why I've started laughing. Anyway, earwax is necessary. If you want healthy ears, you need some earwax in there. It's a defense mechanism. It traps microorganisms that trying to find a way into your head. Body. Your feet can produce a pint of sweat a day. There are 500,000 sweat glands in your feet, and that can mean a great deal of sticky sweat. Lovely. Throughout your life, the amount of saliva that you have could fill 2 swimming pools. Since saliva is a vital part of digestion, it is little surprise that your mouth makes so much of it. A full bladder is about the size of a softball. Okay, this is American. I have no idea how big a softball is. When your bladder is full and holding up to 800 cc of fluid, it is large enough to be noticeable. Okay, I've just googled softball and it looks like a cricket ball, or I'm guessing they used it to play baseball. I thought softball was like a basketball, but now I realise how ridiculous that sounds. A bladder the size of a basketball. Get real. Okay, you probably 100 miles per hour. When a sneeze leaves your body, it does so at high speeds, so you should avoid suppressing it and causing damage to your body. Coughs leave at 60 miles an hour. A cough is much less dangerous, leaving the body at 60 miles per hour. The next is on musculoskeletal system. So, the skeleton. Bones can self-destruct. It is possible for your bones to destruct without enough calcium intake. You are taller in the morning. During the day, the cartilage between your bones is compressed, making you about 1 centimetre shorter by day's end. Cool. A quarter of the bones in your body are in your feet. So there are 206 bones in the body, 26 bones in each foot, so 52 bones for both feet, and that's more than 25%. It takes more muscles to frown than to smile. Scientists can't agree on the exact number, but more muscles are required to frown than smile. When you take a step, you are using 200 muscles. Walking uses a great deal of muscle power, especially if you take your 10,000 steps. The tongue is the strongest muscle in the body. Compared to its size, the tongue is the strongest muscle, but I doubt you'll be lifting weights with it. Yeah, again, that pun wasn't me. I take no responsibility for that pun. Bone can be stronger than steel. Once again, this is a pound for pound comparison, since steel is denser and has a higher tensile strength. Okay, unnecessary body parts is what this section is named. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce this. It's coccyx, C-O-C-C-Y-X. This collection of fused vertebrae have no purpose these days, although scientists believe it's what left of the mammal tail humans used to have. It may be useless, but when you break your coccyx, it's still painful. Pinky toe, or little toe. There is speculation that since we no longer have to run for our dinner, and we wear sneakers, the little toe's evolutionary purpose is disappearing, and maybe the pinky itself will go out of the way of the dodo. Yeah, if there's any Yanks listening, why do you call it the pinky toe? That's ridiculous. I mean, not to insult anybody, I just don't get. If you've got a reason behind it, like a story, then that's perfectly fine. Pinky, I mean, out of all the names in the English language, why pinky? Okay, wisdom teeth. This third set of molars is largely useless, doing little beyond crowding the mouth and sometimes causing pain. Yeah, I think one of my wisdom tooths are coming out, and it's not painful, it's just, it feels odd at times, like I keep biting my gum, like really subconsciously. Okay, femur and nasal organ. These are tiny and useless chemoreceptors lining the inside of the nose. Body hair. While facial hair serves some purposes, the hair found on the rest of the body is practically useless and can be removed with ill effects. The male uterus. Yes, men have one too, sort of. The remains of this underdeveloped female reproductive organ hangs on one side of the male pea gland. Right. I read somewhere, I think this is true or might be true, but I read that like really early on in life everybody is female, and then you need a certain hormone at the right developmental stage to make you male. So everybody was a female at some point in their life. oh, that's interesting, is the other way around for females. Female vas deferens, a cluster of dead-end tubules near the ovaries, are the remains of what could have turned into S ducts. Oh, so we could have gone either way. Did not know that. Did you know that? Because I didn't. Appendix. Yes, your appendix is basically useless. While it does produce some white blood cells, most people are fine with an appendectomy, having your appendix removed. And the last 5 are some random weird body facts. Your head creates inner noises. It's rare, but exploding head syndrome exists. Memory is affected by body position. Where you are and how you are placed in your environment triggers memory. You can't tickle yourself. Go ahead, try to tickle yourself. Yeah, I tried it. I can't tickle myself. But I'm not amazingly ticklish anyway. Being right-handed can prolong your life. If you are right-handed, you could live up to 9 years longer than a lefty. Wow. I'm so glad I'm right-handed at the moment. Sorry to all the left people. Only humans shed emotional tears. Every other animal that produces tears has a physiological reason for doing so. So that was on one webpage. There are quite a few there that I did not know. Like, I did not know that females have male things and males have female things. That's really weird. Okay, let's see. Alright. Every time you lick a stamp, you are consuming 1/10 of a calorie. Thank God they've invented sticky stamps. Okay. A baby acquires fingerprints at the age of 3 months. That's inside the body. That's 3 months inside the womb. Every person has a unique tongue print. A human being loses an average of 40 to 100 strands of hair a day. The risk of heart attack is higher on a Monday than any other day of the week. That might be because Monday is the first working day. Everyone's back to work after probably partying over the weekend. Although, yeah, after spending hours working at a computer display, look at a blank piece of white paper. It will probably appear pink. An average human drinks about 16,000 gallons of water in a lifetime. A finger or toenail takes about 6 months to grow from base to tip. An average human scalp has 100,000 hairs. This is from the previous website. It takes around 70 muscles to smile and 43 to frown. Babies are born with 300 bones, but by adulthood, we only have 206 in our bodies. I wonder where those other 94 went. Beards are the fastest growing hairs in the human body. If the average man never trimmed his beard, it would grow to at least 30 foot long in his lifetime. By age 60, most people have lost half their taste buds. By the time you turn 70, your heart will have beat some 2.5 billion times. Your heart will have beat 2.5 billion times. Every square inch of the human skin contains 20 feet of blood vessels. Every human spent half an hour as a single cell. Fingernails grow faster than toenails. Humans shed about 600,000 particles of skin every hour, and that's about 1.5 pounds a year. by 70 years of age, an average person will have lost 105 pounds of skin. That's a lot of skin. I apologise, I seem to be a little more hyper than usual. I think it's because I'm drinking Diet Coke. Okay, the stomach's digestive acids are strong enough to dissolve zinc. Fortunately for us, the cells in the stomach lining renew so quickly that the acids don't have time to dissolve it. The lung contains over 300,000 million capillaries. If they were laid end to end, they would stretch for 2,400 kilometers. And actually, going back to the stomach acid one, this is just, I did not know this until I saw on YouTube this program called 1,000 Ways to Die. Do not ask how I found it, but it's weird. It's like a kind of Final Destination type of TV program. But anyway, so the stomach acids are strong enough to dissolve zinc. But did you know that stomach acid does not digest hair? Because I saw this woman and she had this condition where you like subconsciously eat your hair, which is disgusting, but whatever makes you happy, I guess. And over the years, she ate and ate and ate her hair, like she's just had it in her mouth and just like sucked and chewed on it. And it showed the post-mortem and she had a massive hairball in her stomach, which is weird. It dissolves metal, but it doesn't dissolve hair. It's really strange. And sorry if you were eating your dinner just then, I apologise. Okay. The lungs contain 300,000 million capillaries. If they were laid end to end, they would stretch 2,400 kilometers. Human bone is as strong as granite in supporting weight. A block of bone the size of a matchbox can support 9 tons. Wow. And that's about it.